Good morning, YouTubers. It's Friday, the 31st of July 2015 today. And I just thought I'd show you my sunflowers. They're really standing out. Oops. Really standing out. So I shall be collecting the seeds from them very shortly. And look at the bees on there. The bees are just loving these sunflowers. That one's having a good feed. They're just all over the place. It's wonderful. Well, all the African marigolds are out now, and they're absolutely huge. Making a really nice display. But of course everything's going over now. We've had loads of raspberries off of these bushes. Absolutely loads. And these are the red sun shallots. And they're looking good. They're looking ready to pick, really. So they'll be coming up today. And these are the second crop of white onions we've had this year. Sturon is the name. And they're doing really well. Give them another month in the soil and they'll be ready for pulling. I just wanted to show you wee gladioli, I think is gladioli, has come up on the flower bed. Some nice ones. Everything's just winding down now, although that looks magnificent. There we are. How's that for some tomatoes on an outdoor tomato plant? A few more down here, not many. Brian hard at work. Or at least he was. There's always weeding, always. Just stay on top of it, and it's hard work. This is the sweet corn in the top bed. And some of them are still coming through. But the ones that have been through a while and the ones that I tried to pollinate seem to be swelling, but that doesn't mean anything. There might not be any cobs on them. That one's quite large. Well, I've heard a saying that they say that if the silks are brown, then they've been pollinated, and if they're not, then they haven't been. So most of them are brown. I mean, there's a few on this one that's not gone brown. Where are we? There we are. But I don't know if that's true or not. And even the bush tomatoes down here in the allotment are doing really well. And these are the primo cabbage, and I have eaten one. They're really nice, very nice. And I have some celery in there, which seems to have taken an age to grow, and there doesn't seem to be much there. And I don't really like celery anyway, but oh well. And then this is the Savoy cabbage. They've got very good hearts on them now. There's half a dozen of them in here, or 7. No, I think there's 6 actually. And they've all got nice hearts. So I'll be picking them soon. And that's a pepper. I'm not sure which type. I think it's a chili pepper. But it's on the allotment. Finally, folks, I've managed to grow a cucumber this year. This plant on the allotment's doing really well. It's mini, the lunchbox type cucumbers. I think probably that's as big as it gets. But at least I've grown one. I just got to show you this, guys. The colour. It's just a carpet. So beautiful. These Livingston daisies I will definitely be growing again. Definitely. It's just so beautiful. Look at that. I do especially like this one. It seems to be all white with a sort of yellowy centre. And then you've got this shocking pink. And it goes from yellows, deeper yellows, white with a red centre, and mauves. Just so pretty, beautiful. I'm so glad I planted them. It's a hollyhock that I have growing in the garden. And I thought you'd like to see how my tomatoes are progressing. If you look in, it's just a sea of dripping tomatoes off the vines. It's just laden. I mean, I have gone and cut the tops off again. They just keep putting out side shoots. But I'm just persevering because they really need to have the light come in here. And so even the little bush tomatoes have got tomatoes on there. Not very many on that one. But yeah. Loads and loads and loads of cherry tomatoes. Just get a close up, maybe. Loads of them. Loads and loads and loads. This is the sun gold one, and it's just laden. Nothing ripening yet. I think there's some ripening over there. But I would have expected these ones to ripen quite quickly because they're out in the sun. And sun on them. Anyway, moving around. I'll let you see what's in this tunnel here, what I've been doing. And you can see there's tomatoes on that one as well. Oh, fair few. Actually, the ones in the allotment, just out in the, in the bed, in the allotment, is doing better than those bush ones there. This is my grapevine, and it's really going for it. It's really growing well. And what I did was I transplanted the hollyhocks, as you can see. They're all there. Transplanted hollyhocks, 20 of them. Some flowers growing there. I can just stretch over. You see in there. It's just just starting. They're just starting to grow. The flowers, perennial flowers. Nothing coming on in there, but that's lavender. I only planted it the other day. I've taken all my chilies back. Oh, these are some lupins that I planted the other day. I've taken all my chilies back from the allotment. And what I've done is I put gravel in these trays and put the chilies on top of the gravel because I think that'll keep them quite dry. They're doing very well. As you can see, there's loads of flowers on that one there. I actually have a chili down there. And this is my Scotch bonnet here, this one here. And it's the biggest one. Well, on par with that one there. But there's plenty of places where the flowers will start when they do eventually start. And they haven't as yet. There's plenty of flower heads on that one. That's my little grapevine down there. I have another grapevine here in amongst the spare ones. These are habanero. No flowers on them yet. And I gave these cucumbers a reprieve. I was going to just throw them out and start again, but they're struggling, but they're getting there. They're getting little flowers on them. Well, they start a little flower, so I think I'll leave them because you never know. I'll leave them. And that seems to be everything in here that you've seen. You've seen it all now in here. And what I'll do is, once those tomatoes over there are all finished, which I think possibly will be by September, all my perennial plants will go in that tunnel, on shelves in that tunnel, and I'll overwinter them in there, which will give them a good start in the spring, and I'll get them to flower that way in the spring. So it'll all go up into the allotment. And another chili there. Sorry about that. Another chili there. Nothing on it yet. But also my son, who has a very large garden in his house, has given me sort of half of it to play with, so that's going to be another adventure. It's just all grass at the moment, so I'm going to put raised beds in it. Don't know what I'll use it for, but so I'll show you us building all the raised beds in there. There's some more tomatoes on there. So, oh, look at Mr. Slug. You should not be there, mate. Come here. Off you go and play. He's been crawling all over this leaf here. I mean, the slugs don't seem to bother the tomatoes. At least I haven't noticed it. But they do like the leaves, and they do eat holes in the leaves. So, anyway. So, let's see if I can get in here further. Oh my goodness. It just gets really hard getting in here. There we go. It's just laden. It's laden with tomatoes. I did very well. Oh, sorry. I did very well last year with my tomatoes. So. And as I say, I do really like cherry tomatoes a lot. So most of the tomatoes in here are cherry. And look at that there. Oops. The size of that truss. It's just amazing. Right, well. And that's all for now. Now, YouTubers, I've just come back from the allotment and I gathered some sunflower heads. And I'm going to leave them to dry on the windowsill and collect the seeds. Now, the seeds are at the back of the... You have to peel it all off. You just rub it and the seeds are in there, but you've got to wait until they develop, you know, until it's dried out properly, and then you can get them out quite easily. And they're dark seeds. I'll show you what they look like because I've taken some from another one. There we are. That's what they look like. And so it saves you buying. If you like the ones that you've grown, you might as well save the seeds because it just saves you a couple of quid, you know. And you can give seeds away. I intend to give quite a lot of these away, so that's just a wee tip for you. I've got a whole bag here that I've been collecting seeds. I'll show you in the bag. There's sweet williams in there, and there's nasturtiums and the like. So I shall shake them all out in a bit. Okay, well that's all for now, folks, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.